Welcome to Captain Cook, a podcast where Jerome and Nick are trying to watch all of Breaking Bad before El Camino. They're never gonna make it. Not gonna happen, brothers. Anyways, watches Nick takes a big shot of Johnny White Walker or Dos Hombres. Go ahead, Nick, take a shot. Do it. Forward then, watches Jerome takes one big shot of Dos Hombres. Yeah, take it, Jerome. Chug it all down. Yeah, my boy. All right, boys and girls, enjoy the show.
How'd that go?
I knew. Hold on, I need a drink.
Just chugging.
I knew of telling you to do it, you'd go, no, fuck you. So I was like, okay, I'll play on the whole entire thing.
You know, I don't know that you should be home by yourself.
I did that while you're at the gym. I did like 4 different takes of that with different accents and stuff. My throat hurt really bad by the time I was done.
Was that Australian?
I couldn't tell you what that was, to be honest. It was started off British, I think.
It was almost good. I heard a mate in there.
Oh no! And I also not gonna happen, brothers. But I was talking like raspy with it, and then by the end of it, my voice was hurting. My throat was hurting really bad because I did this for like 15 minutes trying to get this intro ready for the podcast. 30 seconds of the podcast, and I hurt my throat.
And then
my mouth is on fire a little bit.
And you have to chug those hombres after that.
Yeah, I was a little afraid that
because
usually when I plan ahead, it backfires on me. And I figured you'd be like, what the fuck? I'm going camping tomorrow. Who cares? And with White Walker and start chugging it. And I was like, I really hope he's like, just fuck off. Because that's how you normally are.
But
all right, yeah.
I got too much shit to do.
Welcome to Captain Cook, everybody. Today we're talking about Breaking Bad Season 3, Episode 5, Moss, and Episode 6, Sunset. 2 very good episodes.
Yeah, I also continue with the... I think this is my favorite season.
I didn't disagree with you before. I was just like, I don't know, they're all pretty good. But now watching this, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's right. There is a lot of good moments in this season.
It's just every second of every episode.
See, but also, like, we might get to 4, and I'll be like, oh, there's a lot good here, too.
For sure. We might get to the next one and be like, oh, this is the best one. Which is totally something you can be drunk the whole time.
No, I'm not going to be drunk. I'm just going to... See, the thing is, though, with me, like, you're not going to know.
Yeah, I know, because
I'm stupid.
I get it.
But you want to start in the beginning?
You asked me that last time.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. You know, sometimes you might want to throw me off and start in the middle episode too.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So they call Saul because Hank's coming now. How many people have clicked off this podcast already?
Probably ever since you said mate.
Okay. Intro. Flashback to Walt giving Jesse money for the RV, and he spends it at the strip club with Combo, Badger, and Skinny Pete. Now, if this was like how they shot the pilot, how they wanted to go to HBO and stuff, there would have been titties here.
That's true. This reminded me of Saul.
Oh, why?
Because it's a flashback after the fact. Like
they went back and did a thing.
Third season, they're filming shit for season 1 on a flashback.
Yeah. It made me wish that, like, and I know it'd be super hard to plan for this for a show, but, like, if they would have known they were going to do more flashbacks, like in season 5, and they could have filmed it in this time period, the one they did with Jesse, because Jesse is a young boy here, but then he grows up, and older Jesse looks nothing like this younger Jesse.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
His head grew.
Yeah, big time. It's weird, though, because it's like season 1 to 3, he looks like a young, skinny boy. And then all of a sudden he grew into a man.
Yeah.
Between seasons. But this is a real fun scene. We get Combo back, which is really fun. I love Combo. I wish he could somehow be in El Camino. Maybe a flashback or something.
I like Combo too.
Have you seen the description of El Camino on Netflix or whatever?
Yeah.
It says like Jesse has to like go through his past and accept it or whatever to be better and all that.
It seemed like a flashback.
Like I wonder if there'll be flashbacks in it or not.
I mean, there's flashbacks in everything.
In everything they've done so far, yeah. I'm just wondering, like, do you think they'll use footage of the show or deleted scenes or alternate takes, or do you think they refill? Because now they have the technology to de-age Aaron Paul and shit, if they need to.
And they have Netflix money.
Yeah. So.
I think that. I think they would just film new stuff.
Just film new stuff. I thought so too. Maybe even a mix of both.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for that fucking movie.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this, remember?
Oh yeah. I forgot. It was only in the intro that I recorded. So.
I wasn't listening.
But they get out of the strip club, and then Jesse's like, "Oh fuck, I spent all the money." Like, and then he starts having a panic attack. He's like, "I'm gonna have to skip town. This guy's blackmailing me. I'm fucked." And Kama's like, "No, I got it. We'll just steal my mom's."
Which is a weird thing to do.
Yeah,
It's
very odd. But I mean, he's a good friend to Jesse. Jesse's in trouble. Gets him an RV.
I'm guessing like they didn't use it, and like he's.
Oh,
just
they haven't used it in a long time, so he's like, "Yeah, Jesse needs it, and she's not gonna care."
Yeah, we'll just return it when he's done making math or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so they go there and they get it, and then Skylar's at Ted's house, and she's super excited about his heated floors and shit.
That is kind of cool.
I thought it was weird.
Not here.
I thought it was weird. Yeah, fuck that. We already have heated floors here. It's just because of the sun. I thought it was weird this episode how like after that scene, all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, what I'm doing is wrong," and then she doesn't like the heated floor. She puts the towel down later on and stuff. It was very weird. Like the second she leaves the house here, she's like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is getting kind of weird."
It wasn't until she got the call from her sister.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, when she gets a call from her later on.
Yeah.
But Ted offers her to leave a few things there. That's the second time he's offered her to kind of move in a little bit.
Has she met Ted?
No, we're not playing Have You Met Ted. Hi, have you met Ted?
Walter Jr.
She's just gonna ignore that? That's fucked up.
Yeah, that gets ignored. Walter Jr. Gets Walt for dinner, and Walt is hiding in the closet on the phone with Jesse.
Yeah.
Sitting on Holly's little chair or whatever in her closet, talking to Jesse, and Jesse's like, "I know this is all you, motherfucker."
Jesse did jump to conclusions, but how would he know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, in that situation, you'd breathe it too. Is this where he goes,
Plural, bitch.
because he's like, I told you not to cook, and you used my recipe there. And he's like, it's not your recipe, it's our recipe.
Plural, bitch.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
He said bitch a lot in these 2 episodes.
Yeah, the bitches are rising.
It's kind of like your...
Dick.
Yeah, that's just like it.
You know,
Remind me next time just to bring like about 6 little stuffed animals or balls.
so you can like throw at me?
Yeah. So every time you annoy me, I just like whoosh.
Why would I remind you of that?
Because you're not very bright.
That's true. I chugged those Umbres before the podcast.
Yeah.
Hank and Gomez are on the hunt for the RV. Hank climbs up top of one, peeks in there, and sees a couple playing strip poker.
That was pretty hot.
Very gross. And then after that, he's like, "Oh, you want to just do a couple more, Gomi? Come on, boy." And he's like, "I can't. I got to go home and pack
Yeah.
for Texas."
He's going to El Paso.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of fucked up, but at the same time, like,
It's not fucked
it'd be
up.
hard to pass up.
Yeah, I mean, literally, Hank said no.
Yeah.
So, like, and then they're like, hey, you want to do it? Second choice? Second fiddle?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, sure.
Do you think if they would have offered it to both of them, Hank would have been more comfortable going? Or do you think he still would have been scared? Because Gomi is
Hard
kind of
to say.
his like safety blanket.
Yeah, maybe. And shit, they killed like 4 of them, so you think...
Yeah, you think they need more people. Especially
Yeah.
if 2 are qualified
But then
here.
again, if you take them both from Albuquerque, then maybe then they need people. You know what I mean? So maybe that's how
Maybe
people
they
want to
just swap. The crippled people can go there and do their job.
Wow.
I mean, you never know. Hank comes home, hops in the shower. Marie's asking him all kinds of questions, how he feels about Gomi. Like, are you okay? You want to talk to anybody? And he goes off on her. He does a similar line here to the Minerals. I forget what he does, but he goes, oh, yeah, he's talking about the RV, and he goes, it's a oh my God, I can't say it. Recreational vehicle, Marie. It moves. Stuff like that. Like,
He went off on her because everyone else is like questioning him. And,
yeah, he was having a panic attack in that shower.
He's kind of like a Walt where he loses it, but he keeps it
Yeah.
internal.
He can keep it tight, except for around her and Gomez. He kind of starts to lose a little bit, but like,
because they're
it's-
with him all the time.
yeah, it's just hard for him to keep it there. But even then, like, he's pretty good at keeping it in.
You think he's gonna keep it in the end of this next episode?
Like the next one we have to watch,
Yeah.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it opens up with him going, "You know my wife's name, you know her number," and starts punching Jesse.
Yeah, that was a bad move on his part.
Yeah, that's where Jesse gets fucked. He can't go a season without getting fucked up. Walt goes to Los Pollos and asks Gus what's the money about. I like this. He's like, this is all just a play to get me. A bad play, an obvious play, blah, blah, blah. And Gus is like, oh, is it? Because you're here. Hey, want to take a drive with me?
Yeah, it totally worked.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to happen.
It's
Because he knew once he sees this lab, he's gonna shit his pants and want to cook for me. And then, maybe kill my
Gus
guy
is
I
like-
hired down here, and then later on he'll blow me up.
Gus is like, I tricked Nacho into helping me. I've done all kinds
Hey,
of
we
stuff.
don't know that he's tricked Nacho into doing shit yet.
He's gonna.
Probably. Isn't Nacho kinda working from anyways right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gus asks him to take a drive, wants to show him something. Then Marie calls Skylar and talks about Hank and how he's been different since El Paso. And then she mentions that, facing death has to change a person, right? And Skylar's like, oh, well, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe they go cook meth.
You could almost see the light bulb above her head. Like, ding.
Well, it wasn't just in my imagination. That wasn't there.
No.
Oh.
And then after that, that's when she's like, oh, Ted, I need to get home for dinner. And
Yeah, he was walking inside. She was on the phone. He's like, hey, Skylar,
yeah.
you want to fuck on my heated floor?
Wow.
And she's like, yeah, I'm not having it. Walt and Gus pull up to the laundromat / super lab, and Walt asks, God, that tasted gross. Walt asks, how did he know how to get this all put together? And Gus says, I had some excellent help.
Yeah, he did. Like, fuck a bunch of guys from Germany.
This scene was so cool to see now, because I know at the time filming they had no clue, probably. I mean, maybe Vince Gilligan knew in the back of his mind, I got to get this hair. It's bugging the shit out of me. It's wiggling around right in front of your face. But like it was cool after watching Saul, seeing that beam fell down because they had like a fight down there and stuff. Mike was in charge of all that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's so
for
cool
sure.
seeing that now.
It
It kind of made me want to go watch that those episodes of Saul.
The
But like I
problem-
want to wait until because we're gonna do a podcast eventually on that.
the problem is it's like the whole season.
Yeah, to just watch the important ones.
You don't know what's important.
That's true. I'm pretty stupid. But Gus tells him 200 pounds of meth per week to make this place worth it. He can choose his own hours, come and go as he pleases. And Walt goes, no. I made a bunch of bad decisions in my life, and I'm not about to make more. And Gus is like, oh, well, what'd you make those decisions for? He's like, my family. And he's like, oh, they're not bad decisions. Which I kind of disagree with that. If I, like, took a shit on Frog's car for my family,
Why
it's
is
a bad
that-
decision.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
It's like retaliating because he tried to borrow sugar once.
He didn't try.
No, but like if certain things if you do for your family, it doesn't necessarily make it a right decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I see his point. You see his point.
I see his point, but it's not necessarily right.
But it's not like he's in jail or he's caught.
Yeah, not yet. Well, he'll never be in jail, as far as we know, unless he's in there in El Camino. I skipped over the dinner with Walt, Skylar, and Flynn when like they're talking there, and Flynn goes and plays video games and homework because I can multitask, and then Walt's holding the baby.
Yeah.
That's where he kind of gets the idea. Oh, maybe I should send the divorce papers.
It's weird how as soon as she's like, oh, maybe I'll give him a chance.
Yeah, then he's like,
I'm out.
yeah, I'm gonna get my own place. I'll just give you what you want.
Yeah. She's almost disappointed.
I
when
was
he's paying
real
her.
confused about him moving out and all that because I thought at this point, like if you would have asked me beforehand, by the time he moved out, they already said that he was like how he got his gambling to get his money and all that.
Oh.
So he moved. I was like, oh, I thought the gambling happened earlier.
I think it's because it's much
yeah,
more
but it
money he has,
Has
to
to
deal
come
with.
up soon because he mentions later on like, how do you think we're paying our bills? And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, I never thought of that. I guess I'm stupid.
Guess.
I guess. Hank crossed the last RB off the list and asked Janice to check again. She doesn't want to, but she said, I will because you're my boss. And then
Annoying.
he walks out to go to Gomez's party and like takes a minute in between the hall to like collect himself. And then walks in, hey, Gomez, hey, know your enemy. He gives him his little thing that he got earlier.
He's so fake.
Yeah, it's funny how many times they show him like when he gets out of the elevator, he's like, all right, and now I'm Hank.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you think about it, he's really, really fake.
Yeah. And then after they talk a little bit, they cut the cake and all that. Janice comes up and says, oh, there's one more RV. It was stolen, blah, 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 blah. I wonder whose RV that could be.
It might be Combo's
Maybe.
or Combo's mom.
Yeah.
Did you notice when he goes into Combo's room, there's a bag of Combos there?
Yeah, I did notice that. So did he get his nickname just because he eats a lot of combos?
That's what I'm guessing.
It's like, are you going to start calling me like Red Bull or something or Bang?
No, I'll call you Water.
Or you could call me
Dick.
Oh, because you eat a lot of dick?
Skylar's cleaning up Holly's room and opens up Walt's bag of money. And then she has another meeting with her lawyer. Which that one was kind of weird.
Yeah.
She's talking to the lawyer about eventually brings up the money and her lawyer's like, are you asking me to spend the money? And she's like, no.
No, it's like asking Hess a question.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the part with the lawyer where she's just like, I'm not a therapist.
Yeah, I'm underqualified or half the qualification and half the money.
Yeah, she gets paid more, and she's not qualified.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Kind of.
Dick.
So, and I was waiting for that the whole time, but as I was waiting for it, I was like really listening to this guy, and I'm like, she is treating her like and she's just like,
And she's like,
know.
I'm just here talking, blah blah. Blah.
Yeah,
I'm fucking my boss too. I don't know why I'm doing that. Well, I do know why I'm doing that.
because she literally
Like,
she hires her to do a divorce, and she's not doing anything.
yeah,
She's not.
which little does she know, she'll actually get her divorce later on. But
She's not taking any of this lady's advice.
yeah, not
So
at all.
what's the point?
And then she even said, I don't remember, but like a lot of the stuff she was saying, the lady was like, no, like, and if he's not moving out of your house, then you move out.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many ways around it that like you kind of realize that Skylar's like wants to leave him, but also doesn't want
Yeah.
to. Like it becomes very clear there. Jesse and Walt meet at Saul's, and Jesse offers Walt 10% of all's future cooks.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, and then Walt gives Jesse his money back and says that's the last of the money you're ever gonna earn in this business.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, me either. Walt was kind of a big dick there, don't you think?
Yeah. Jesse was being a dick to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Walt had the upper hand at that point.
Yeah, I like how like they were walking out of there, and like Walt was being all big and tough, and he's like, "You're never gonna earn anymore. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make $3 million in the 3 months of my time, and you can't cook my recipe anymore." Then Jesse's just like,
He's trying to stop me, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, although he just did.
a little bit, yeah. But Jesse goes outside, picks up a broken piece of like a planter or the concrete from the sidewalk, whatever, takes it and throws it at Walt's car. He just got his windshield fixed, and now it's broken again.
That would annoy the fuck out of me.
That was pretty funny. Hank shows up at Combo's mom's house, asks about the RV, then goes inside Combo's room and finds a picture of Jesse.
Is that why they had that flashback in the beginning?
You know what? They might have. That might be why. Episode 6 of season 3.
How do you think they went through that? Do you think they're like, all right, so Hank gets there. How are we going to link the RV to Combo and get it to Jesse?
I mean, they could have easily just put a random picture of Jesse in there, but I bet they wanted, like, oh, we can go back to season 1 and do this.
Yeah.
Have a fun scene with Combo in it again.
like, it'd be kind of cool to see how they figured that out.
Yeah. Like, cool little behind the scenes. I wonder,
like,
I know
listen
it's
to-
this season. I wonder if it started already. Season 3 is when they started doing that Breaking Bad podcast.
Oh, really?
I should look it up. You have plenty of time. Half the time you're sitting out there fucking just playing Madden, you could be listening to a podcast.
No, I have to watch this. I got
So don't
there's
give
other
me that
shows.
shit, yeah.
Dick.
Everybody has a little time.
I have a little time, but I don't have enough time to watch all these Breaking Bads and listen to a podcast about
Do
it.
you know what Walt would say to you right now?
I don't know.
Jesus! Just grow some fucking balls!
Yeah, how many Righteous Gemstones have you watched?
Tight, yeah!
Season 3, episode 6. A police officer gets a radio call to go check on some old lady, and he gets there, looks around for a bit, finds her dead body with fucking flies all over it, and then
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
Gets-
I forgot. I watched that the night before, and I was like,
and see, didn't you just watch it now? I forgot you watched
yeah.
it.
So I was like, wait, what the fuck?
And then Salamanca twins axe the fucker down.
Yeah.
You know, it's partly his fault that he gets killed, because he's just aiming his shotgun at the one, and he's like, "Hey, get down! You speak English? Get down! Get down! Get on your knees!" Yeah, and then he's just sitting there forever. Like he should have got closer, done something, give him a warning shot. Instead, he's just like, "Okay, I'm just gonna keep yelling at you until I get an axe in the back."
Well, he doesn't know he has a twin.
Yeah, it's kind of like our Bioshock video. You hit one of them, and a twin popped out.
Ow! Whoa, you made a twin! do that again!
Skylar and Walt talk on the phone about the divorce and the money, and then Walt buys did I skip over the part where Walt gave her divorce? Yeah, I did. She comes home. Last episode, she came home and found the divorce papers. And
That's
all these
fine. We
crimes.
talked about it.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're talking about it, and he mentions the money, and like on it, he put he'll like support like effort that's like food
Oh,
or
yeah.
school and clothes and shit like that.
Basically everything.
Yeah. He's like, no, you won't. And he's like, how do you think we've been buying everything so far? And she's like,
I know he hasn't worked in a fucking ever.
yeah. And all she does is fuck Ted.
Well, she's
And
probably-
his business is gonna go under any minute now because he's faking everything too.
That's true.
Everyone's faking this show. Jesse shows Badger and Skinny Pete his meth and asks them if they're ready to talk some business.
And they're both pussies.
A little bit, but he talks them into it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines here is when they're like first Badger does it and starts dancing on the floor, which is really weird. But then Skinny Pete's like,
If that bitch was any bigger, it'd be a Jolly Rancher.
I hope there's some lines like that in the movie because there's so many good lines in the show.
Oh, there will be.
Did you write it with Vince Gilligan?
No.
Oh, you gotta give me some info. Jesse sends badgers to Clovis. I actually didn't think we'd see Clovis again. I thought that
I
was the
remember
last
you
of him.
saying that. You're like, well, I didn't look him up. He's only in one episode.
He's
oh,
in,
and then
no,
he's
he's
in
in
the
two.
next.
He's in 2 episodes.
But you
after
did.
that.
I'm pretty sure you said that. I think you said he's only in one episode. Well, then he's in the next one.
Does that sound like me?
Yeah.
Dick.
But yeah, so Badger goes to Clovis, but this part was funny. He says, "Yeah, get it tuned up, blah blah, and get one of those buzzer things. You know, like when you put the keys in and it buzzes. Why do you think he wants that?
I don't know.
Do I still have that button? No, I must have fucking erased it. I had a button of me going, I wanted it on the counter, bitch." As they leave, you can see Hank watching Jesse's house. I was trying to peek out to see if I saw Chuck's house in the background, but I think he was like right at Chuck's house.
Oh.
Walt makes his lunch for his first day of cooking meth with Gus, which I thought this was kind of weird. All the build up, him saying no and blah 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 to Gus. We never actually hear him say yes to him. He just tells Jesse, "I'm working for him now," and then he shows up there to cook.
Well, when he.
Like we never got to see him call me. You know what? I will make you meth.
It's because that thing won him over. That the whole.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking it's weird that we didn't actually hear him
Yeah.
say yeah. Like I was thinking about that too. There's so many things like that in the show. They build up to something like the whole end of the show. Like we don't see because all of a sudden his house is like abandoned and stuff, and like we don't see Skylar have to move out of there and all that, which is kind of weird when you think about it. Because like a whole build up to what's gonna happen when they get caught, and then you don't even see that part.
Yeah, but
It
more,
is kind of interesting because it makes you wonder.
It's also what's going to happen to Walt. Like,
Yeah,
do we
not-
really care what happens
Yeah.
to Skylar?
I just was realizing I was thinking about that
Yeah.
like the other day. Gus comes back to. You know what it was?
Nope.
I fucked up here,
Okay.
and it's my fault.
Well, I mean, how could it be my
Because
fault?
it happened a bunch, and I didn't want to keep saying here. So the Salamancas are back in Los Pollos, and then it just cuts to another scene. So I meant to delete that they go back again, but I deleted that they show up there for the first time. So I'm stupid. But Gus goes to Los Pollos, and the twins are there. They keep showing up the whole episode because they're waiting to try to kill Walt. Walt gets in the super lab. He meets Gale. Gale makes him some special coffee out of his big-ass fucking thing. He gets it the right temperature and all this shit.
Do you think his name's Gale because when he farts, it's like a gale force wind?
No.
Yeah. That was my attempt at one of your jokes.
What would you charge for a Wendy, Wendy?
We get our first montage in the meth super lab. No thoughts on that or anything?
Not really.
Mm.
No, it was.
What a great co-host you are.
I think I liked the. It wasn't really a
Better.
montage, but at the end,
It was like 100% a montage. It went on for longer than a minute, and they're cooking meth and doing all this shit.
That's not what I'm talking about. I said at the end of this episode when they crushed the RV,
Mm-hmm.
it was sort of a montage, I guess, right?
Oh, but that wasn't like a meth cooking montage with it.
No, but I'm saying I like that one better.
Oh, I like the meth one better. I'm more of a meth addict. You like destruction like a 4-year-old.
That seems right.
Mm-hmm. But Gale brings up Walter Whitman, which I found interesting, and tells Walt a whole quote about him.
WW.
Yeah, because that'll get them in trouble later on. Well, more Walt than him, because Gale's just going to die.
Yeah, it's like a key to him getting caught.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has to give him that book. Hank is waiting for Jesse to leave his house, and then he gets a call from Marie. So Marie fucks over Walt and Jesse completely by accident.
Yeah.
'Cause she's talking to Hank, and she's like, well, I can think of one person in particular that would maybe, I don't know something about Jesse. And he's like, who? And she's like, Walt, you idiot. And he's like, okay. So then Hank calls Walt and tells him about the RV. Did Pinkman know one? Blah, 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 blah.
This is when shit
But
really
then
hits the
I
fan.
thought about, I don't remember if you brought this up or if I saw it on Reddit. I think we did talk about this in the previous podcast. But Hank, when he was looking for, I think you brought this up when you said how bad of a cop Hank is.
Mhm.
He went to Jesse's and knocked on the door to look for them. The RV was right there. How did he not see it? It was in Jesse's driveway.
Did I bring that up?
I don't know if you did or not, but I thought about that in this because he's like, does Pinkman have an RV? And he's waiting to see if it brings him to him or not or whatever. And it was in Jesse's driveway when he was looking for Walt.
Well, yeah, and I was thinking, it's just like, so he's on their trail. He gets him. He's got him in the RV, in the fucking lot, because of Marie.
Yeah.
No, it was his idea that got him there, but that last part.
Yeah, he would have never caught them, I don't think, at all with that if it wasn't for her idea.
No.
But so he calls Walt. Walt freaks out, calls Jesse.
Which was a dumb move.
Yeah,
Although-
but then he quickly is like, oh, fuck, he probably has this tapped. Although he's fucked anyways, because Jesse goes, Mr. White?
Yeah, but he doesn't have it tapped.
Yeah, he could have just told Jesse and it would fine.
Yeah.
I didn't get why he didn't have Saul call Jesse and tell him about it.
Well, because he was freaking out.
Yeah, but he should have.
That was just his first reaction.
Should have
was
thought
to call
better.
Jesse.
Because then he calls Saul, and Saul's like, well, you don't do anything. Have Peekman do it. He's like, he's at Peekman's house. He's like, okay, well then go fucking take care of it. So then he drives all the way to Clovis's yard.
Actually, he hung up on Saul.
Yeah, he did, because Saul just kept talking.
Well, because he said even the Star Trek Enterprise has a self-destruct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that line. But he shows up at Clovis's yard. Him and Badger are there, and then he gets them to destroy the RV. So him and Clovis are walking away to go call the guy.
And then Badger leads Hank there.
Kinda, yeah, because Badger calls Jesse and goes, hey, you want to hear something funny? So then Jesse's like, oh shit, and goes, no matter what you do, keep him there. Tell me where he's going, whatever. And Jesse runs out of the house. Then Hank follows him out to right there.
Yeah, if Badger wouldn't call him, Hank would never got there either. So between Hank and between Marie and Badger.
Yeah. Like, all of their surrounding people fucked
Yeah.
them. But yeah, I love their inside, and then he comes out, and
This is a great scene.
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes in Breaking Bad right here, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But so he's inside, he's taking off the bullets, and then Walt's like, how did you know they were there? Or taking off the tape.
Yeah.
You knew what I meant, you fucking...
Dick.
God, every time I say something that's slightly off, you're like, huh, what do you mean? You said one word different, and I don't have context clues in my head because I'm a...
Dick.
Or I didn't know what you were talking about at first when you said taking off the bullets.
We're talking about this scene. You should know what I mean.
Well, I do now.
Yeah, you're fucking... I hate you so much. He's in there. He takes off the tape for the bullet holes.
The duct tape?
Yes, the
Okay.
duct tape. And yeah, how did you know they were in there before you took off the tape and all that stuff? And then he starts talking about how, you can just go inside. And then the owner comes out and he's like, hey, you can't go in there. It's a house and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So then Jesse goes,
This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed. Bitch.
He did throw in the
yeah.
bitch.
Walt looks at him like, you had to throw a bitch in there, huh?
I mean, to be honest, it would throw Hank more off the trail of Walt.
Walt and anything, yeah.
'Cause
Because he's like, oh, Walt didn't call me a bitch.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think they would have got out of that without Mr. Heckles?
no way in hell.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He was very helpful to them.
Yeah. I liked him. I like him a lot. He shows up again in the show, doesn't he?
Isn't he there when they do the magnets or no?
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah.
there when he goes magnets, bitch. Yeah, he's there for the good bitches. That sentence sounds weirder than I meant it. Sounds like he's just there to fuck girls, but he's there for all the
That's
good
why
bitches.
he was in Friends.
Yeah. But so then he goes there, and Jesse's kind of like before they were stuck out in the desert. Like, come on, Mr. White, get an idea, you could do this, that.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of that.
And then he gets an idea. Oh, I'm gonna call Saul, and I'm gonna have. And then Saul gets Francesca to pretend to be an officer and call Hank and say Marie's been in an accident.
Do you think Jesse should have said, "Oh, you better call Saul"?
You mean?
Better call Saul.
But yeah, it had to be Jesse.
What?
Better call Saul. Bitch.
Does that make it sound more like Jesse?
Yeah, actually, it did. This scene. So Walt, this is the wrong thing to do. He doesn't give a shit about Hank,
Yeah.
and he
also isn't thinking about how Hank is here for Jesse, and Hank's gonna find out this isn't real. Therefore, he's gonna go after Jesse. I don't think either one of them thought about that.
they just wanted to get out of this situation.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
they probably didn't think he was gonna barge into Jesse's house in a couple hours and beat the shit out of him.
Right. And then Saul stoops even lower because of Walt. We think. We don't know
Well,
what he's
he has a
gonna-
look on his face like, Kim would let me do that.
Yeah, no.
Like he has a look like that was bad.
And same with Francesca.
Francesca?
Francesca? What did I call her?
Francesca.
That's a fucking.
I say bullet instead of tape, and you're like, huh?
That's fucking radio guy. But it was like that was the first time she's done that. But I feel like we're gonna see her do.
Yeah, because she
something-
said you're going to start paying me more, but I
Yeah.
feel like they've had to done similar
Yeah,
things.
me too, that's
just
what I was
not
saying.
that.
Yeah.
Because he's very scummy, but that's pretty fucked up. But he already is kind of scummy, so it's hard to tell.
And then I was thinking too, like they're lucky that like she called him when he got to the hospital. What if
Yeah.
if he would have called she would have called 10 minutes before that, he'd just turn around.
Or like right as he was pulling out.
yeah, hey, just want to see
Because
what
they
you're.
just walk out and they're like,
Then they watch the thing get crushed.
yeah. It's pretty risky. But yeah, but so that happens. We get a montage of the RV being destroyed. And then Gus, well, meanwhile, and all this is happening,
Yeah.
at one point it cuts away. Gus meets the Salamancas one more time at Los Pollos, and he's like, sunset. Which luckily they know where that means, because to me that just means when the sun's going down, we'll talk. I would have thought to meet at Los Pollos, they go and meet up on a hill. I wouldn't have known that if he was talking to me.
That's why you're not in the fucking game.
Oh, I'm like EA Sports, motherfucker.
Wow.
But Gus goes up on the hill, and he goes, it wasn't Walt that killed him. It was Hank Schrader.
That was the worst Gus impression ever. Ever.
Bitch!
But yes, and then they get the green light
Yeah, so he
to go
gives-
kill Hank.
So this is like, oh yeah, he's really cool. Oh, he's just a murdering fuck too.
Oh, yeah. You could see it in his eyes. He's just, you think about it, he really is exactly like Walt, because they both fucked Hank in this episode. Walt fucked him in the ass, and then Gus fucked him right in the mouth. Right when he thought he was safe, he got a mouthful of Gus.
Gross. Yeah, but Hank doesn't know Gus. Well, he does.
Yeah, that's worse. He's just getting fucked by a stranger.
He does. He eats his chicken. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And they're all he goes there to visit him in the hospital and shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking dirtbag too.
Yeah, he's a slime ball.
But he's just good at it
Yeah.
until Walt finds
So he
him.
ran into Walt, and his whole life's gonna change. But that's it. That's both episodes. Wow, we've been going. We're getting we're like EA Sports in the game. Doesn't work as good the second time.
No, it didn't.
No, but we're. Last episode was short. This one's short.
good.
I have been skipping more things because there's been scenes that I'm like, we don't need to talk about that. Like, there's a lot of Skylar and Ted that I was like, yeah, she gets over him.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I did like, though, we didn't mention when Skylar was talking to her lawyer, and she's like, yeah, my brother-in-law hates me, my son's going...
Why you gotta be such a bitch?
Like, she literally, my son's calling me a bitch. And I was like, I have that button!
You know what button you should get? No. Get as it
Get up and get down?
Billy Madison. Hey, Junior.
can't
And
do
then
that.
you can play that when Walt says
That would
it.
actually be pretty funny. What about...
I'll blow fish!
Yeah, that's not my favorite.
Alright, well, that's it for the podcast, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Whatever you want.
Wow.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time for episodes 7 and 8 of Breaking Bad Season 3.
And how many are left?
I don't know. We've
I was just
we've
fucking
done
with
like 25 episodes or
you.
something.
I was just fucking with you. Oh, really?
I don't know. It was 19 a couple podcasts ago. I know that.
Well, for a 25, there would be
There's 60 total.
30,
Something like that.
62.
Right?
So it'd be
62.
37 more.
37? He's there for the good bitches.